Life in Islam is very hard for Muslim women. There's no love and acceptance and mercy and grace. That's why they go to the mosque, they pray 5 times a day, they fast, they do everything they know right to do, but Muslims are dying every day without knowing the true Jesus. So when you look at a Muslim, consider this, that they are blinded, they have not seen the true light of Jesus. God has come to set them free and to put love in them. If you can reach them with the gospel message, you can change their life. You can give them hope for their dying soul.
My view of Muslim women before Not Forgotten was they don't want you to come near them. That's why they have that burqa on. Stay away.
When I just saw them in their burqa, I just thought of them as very radical.
At first, I thought, that's silly. I don't do that, but it is a subconscious thing.
They're dangerous. 9/11 figures hugely into my thinking. There's a fear.
There's a huge group of Muslim girls at my university that I've never talked to, ever.
I just left them alone, didn't want to have anything to do with them, had really no interest.
They were the enemy in a sense. Even though I knew there were people behind those, it still felt like they might be the enemy that could hurt my family.
Women are taught at a young age, if they do something wrong, even if it's not their fault, let's say they're raped or molested or something like that terrible happens to them, if that's discovered, they're the ones that are blamed for that.
The stories, they're terrible. They're terrifying and heartbreaking, because women have been not just abused physically, not just raped, not just the things that we experience here, but those things have happened to them in a culture where if they tell anyone, then they have dishonored their entire family. So the veil is on the outside, but the veil trapping all those secrets and darkness as well, that's just as painful.
So they learn at a young age that they have no value. They don't have a voice. Their place is back in the shadows.
Their hearts, it's like the brick wall just being laid up. And behind that wall is the real woman, but there's no way to get to her without Jesus bringing those bricks down.
So how do we reach into the hearts of those women that have so shut down? How do we give those women a voice? First of all, I've learned that we have to be transparent with our own hearts, with our own lives. Initially, they're kind of like, I can't believe they're talking about this. We don't do this in our society. But then empathy kind of enters in and those defenses start dropping. Tears come from their eyes. They start leaning in. They want to hear what happened to us. I can't tell you how many times I have heard a woman say to me, I've never told this to anyone in my life, but this is what happened to me. And they'll start sharing their story.
One of the girls asked to speak to me alone. She said that when she was younger, she was abused at the hands of somebody that still lives in her village. She said, because after what's happened to me, when I marry, I could be killed if this is found out. So she lives in fear of the person that she was abused at the hands of. Then she lives in fear of her future because she could be killed. And she has no hope.
So what's been hidden in the darkness that Satan keeps them in bondage with, as soon as it comes out into the light, of course, Jesus comes in and starts healing that. He starts healing them, and they realize that they have been set free.
When I went to the Not Forgotten event, it just triggered my heart that I need to step out in action.
Just seeing how much the women here love that you engage with them, and even just talking to them and smiling at them, and especially when you do the foot washing, it just breaks down walls and they just start weeping and crying, and no one's ever loved them that way.
I just saw these women so differently. We met with them in their homes, and we saw them without their burqas on, and they had these gorgeous dresses on, these beautiful things, and they were beautiful women.
I just have this sense of urgency that we need more people to join us. There's so many people that don't know Jesus out there, and we have the hope within us. We've got the message, and if we're not going to tell them, who's going to? We need you, because Jesus is coming back soon, And these people need to hear the gospel so that they will not go into eternity without Jesus.
They were really amazing. They touched my heart as a Christian. So imagine as a Muslim woman, really neglected, how it really impacts their hearts.
Reach out to these Muslim women. Let me teach you how to love them and not be afraid of them so that you can be the one to have the privilege of leading a Muslim to Christ.
Why not share with these women? Find ways to bring them into your homes. Find ways to talk to them in the stores and make friends with them. He loves those women behind those veils. He does. So why can't I?